You all are also welcome to come up one at a time and kind of explore around here, take a look at some of the other ages we have. If you want, I can kind of give you a guided tour of one particular age that I'm working on called Ara Paz. And it's a city that has little city blocks that are produced by the community. People can independently work on a separate set of the city and integrate it with the whole one without affecting other people. And just recently we had a contest for folks to design their own little section of the city and submit it. And right now the judges are furiously reviewing them and assigning a score. And we were lucky enough this year to actually get two of the Cyan employees, Mark DeForest, or otherwise known as Shogun, and Eric Anderson, to act as judges. So we get their feedback as well.
Roberts is great.
What's that?
I was saying yours is great. 111.
Oh, yeah, right. There's a few shells that were in there from before. This puzzle world I made in shell 111, and then there's another one done by Paradox. It's kind of a disco area with all sorts of great flashing light effects. Another one done by Grogan from New Zealand. Another puzzle world where the bonus is that if you unlock the puzzle, solve the maze, you get to swim in this wonderful rainbow environment. All right, so for those of you that don't know, Ara Paz is this big triangular city that's subdivided into further triangles. And so, continuing this triangular theme, each city block is actually a triangle, and they're all addressed according to which district they're in. As you can sort of imagine, a triangle divided into 4 spots. And so, each shell has a little address on it, so you can find your way around. Now, it's a huge city, so it takes a while to make your way around it. A nexus-like place you can wander to that you link to, and it goes to a sort of a map room deep underground that has a map of the city and pedestals around every city block. So let's say you're looking for, let's see, what's one shell I'd like to go to? Why don't we go to a shell that's produced by one of the contestants. Her name is Mar, and I believe she's from the Netherlands. She had done the shell in the 200s. All right, so here we are. We've gone into this underground world. What it is you can see this map relating to what the city is like on the surface. I shouldn't keep saying surface because technically you're not supposed to go into the same age and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, for the sake of making it fast loading times, we put it in the same age, just deep underground. And so here I'm going over to the red district, or the 200s. I believe her shell is somewhere around here. I think it's 224. The numbers I have in both Tanai and Hebrew Arabic, in case you don't know you're done that well, so to make it easier to navigate. What you notice is the central structure. It's a place that, what that'll do is link it to the very center of this world. Right now all we have is this gigantic lamppost, but that's going to be soon replaced by a very ornate building that you can go to the lower and higher view of and get a view of the whole city. That should come around in the eventual 1.0 release. The city was architected by a French developer whose real name is Gregory Champeau, but you probably know him as Aloys. He had taken some sketches that we had done and had gone through all the work to actually produce all the geometry that you saw in the city, plus this whole shell work. And so over the years, we've been finessing it and getting it to a point where it's easier for people to just grab one Blender file with just their shell in it. They put their geometry and export it, patch it in, and then they've added their unique aspect of it to this overall world. All right, so enough talking. Let me get up there. We've also made, and on a more technical note, this age can be quite big because everybody puts all sorts of things in their particular shell. So as you're going around the city, linking down, linking up, it actually is rejecting the parts of the city that you haven't been to out of memory and bringing in the new ones so that you can walk around without getting too horrible of a lag. Now I mentioned that as I'm walking this particular shell. There's a lot going on in here. It's very creative. The only rule is that you don't exceed your area of the block. You can do anything you like with the walls, including completely replacing them, which is what she's done here. And she's also has taken advantage of a couple of new techniques in our modeler. For example, the animated textures for the lava down there. There's also shadows that can appear. There's areas that you can climb up. There's all sorts of interesting fungi in the walls. And this was all done in a matter of 3 weeks. How much can you do in just 3 weeks? But you can kind of see over the wall there is that central light post that I described. That'll be replaced by a massive structure in the center there. Does anybody want to explore this and run around for a bit while I answer questions? If not, I can
Gary's
still...
sitting right there. He can look
Sure.
Sure, let the restoration engineer do it. All right, well...
Yeah, you need that hat.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That might, fall down.
Safety first.
Somebody else will give you this. Ooh, there you go. But yeah, I'll take any questions that folks might have about this whole process and where we're at, and even how it applies to more. Anybody have any questions at all?
How much? I mean, how much are you anticipating having to futz with stuff to be able to work with more, or is it?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that one too. Like, how much of this process do you anticipate may change as a result of how we're gonna incorporate science plugins and that kind of thing, so that we can do all the stuff that they do with their ages?
Well, let's see. One part that probably won't change is for those folks that don't have the gobs of money to get the 3D Studio Max, we are planning on porting, once it's available in source code, the plugin that Cyan developed for Blender. So what you saw me do is pretty much probably what you're going to do in a more enabled plugin. Now, how do you get it into more? Well, that's still being debated. I think Shogun had said during his Q&A session that they were thinking about putting these ages perhaps on a separate shard that you can access to through some other means. Maybe Nexus control. Maybe there's a new page on your Nexus, like private ages, They also want to make sure that these ages have been under a review process, so only the ones that have been thoroughly tested are available to the general public. On the other hand, if you want to make an age that you want to show to somebody else, you want to be able to do that. So maybe you have a way to send an invite to somebody else, again through your Nexus. This is all speculation. We don't really know how it's going to be integrated, but you're right, the process will change. For the time being, we'll just continue to use this ULM tool in order to introduce it. Oh, question?
Water shaders?
So shaders are actually a bit of code that is executed down at the graphics card level. And, well, exciting, huh? Well, what that actually does is such amazing things, such as waves. You may be seen in some of the ages, like Energira, for example. There's pools of water. There you go.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
More if what you're using will allow you to use decent water shaders like Unity Pro.
Well, we want to make that trend well to see. First of all, we want to have it so it's easy to tap into that. In fact, right now, in order to get... Oh, yeah, go ahead and choose any of those other books. Let's see, let me briefly talk about this one. This is a great one. It's done by the German Uru community. This particular one was done by a fellow named Joni. It was done about a year ago, before all these wonderful features came forth with the plugin. But he's done such a wonderful job of creating a very rich, colorful world that it even has a puzzle in it to walk around in. So going back to the shader question. Right now, in order to enable the wave shaders, you don't actually have to write the code. It's just a matter of producing a series of objects that the shaders force. And there's like a wave level, there's a reflection level. But once it's all in place, not only do you get the nice ripply waves, you also get a reflection of the world around you. So it's great. Okay,
More and more people.
Down said not every computer can support it. Mine can't. This laptop doesn't have a corporate graphics card.
I'm kind of curious, because it's like, that's supposed to not move.
Yeah, there's one of the shells that was done from one of the contestants named Marcello, and he has this wonderful fountain with flowing water on multiple levels. On mine, you just see this big void, which is unfortunate. But, if you have the right graphics card, it looks fantastic. But yeah, this is the world that Joni had created. And I helped him with some of the scripting for opening doors and animating and that kind of thing. But he's really put a lot of content in here with the colors, the little things you'll find in some of the rooms, and that kind of thing. I know sooner or later I should also write a tutorial on how you can change the shirts in this to be whatever you want. What
do you think the modeling is? Like the object modeling and stuff? Is that all done in Blender too, or is that done in a separate program?
Well, you are able to do it in other programs as long as you can write it out to a format that Blender can ingest. Kind of like what I did with Bryce. And so there may
I
have to be
wasn't
some
planning on
manual
that.
hooking up of things, like I had to do with making the texture to
Pardon
that
me, I'm
particular
getting
object.
up and we'll be coming around.
But yeah, I know somebody's friend is
I was
actually
coming up
starting
here
with
to ask you if you wanted to come to
Studio
dinner.
Max and putting something in there and bringing it over to Blender.
Right.
So we'll try to see how successful she is, and that could open up a whole lot of possibilities.
Anybody use Maya?
There is somebody who's created something in Maya. We haven't yet gotten the path to actually exporting to UU format. As soon as we figure out these paths, we'll publish them. We'll write those tutorials. We want to make it whatever people's favorite 3D modelers there are, because there are better ones in Blender. You should be able to use it with some limited ability. And just in Blender, that's where you do all the special attribution that says, oh yeah, this is actually something you can run into, etc.
Right.
How full is the city? How full is the city?
Oh, there's plenty of available shells.
Yeah.
So if you all want to try your luck at it, the thing to do is to go to the Guild of Writers website, and there's a signing up for your shell. And you just say, I want shell number blah, and you have to take a look at the list and see what's available. And then I will send you the Blender file for that shell. Now, there's been a recent wonderful topic that's been started by Jennifer Parsons. I believe she's in Alaska. It's this beginner's classroom where nothing is assumed about your abilities of 3D modeling. Everything is explained, and it's amazing how people who had gone from totally being afraid of it to producing rich worlds. In fact, one of the contestants for this, Katrini, went and had gone through Jennifer's course and actually submitted a shell for this, which is amazing in this short amount of time. So when you get on the Guild of Writers website, look for Jennifer's Classroom. And if you don't know where it is, just post, hey, where is that? And then people will direct you right to it. Because that's a great place to start.
What is the address for the Guild of Writers? Because when I go, it's not very friendly. It's a black website and there's nowhere to go. So I
Right.
think I have the wrong spot.
Yeah, I guess you could also choose your own color scheme, too, for it. So.
Well,
not-
there's nowhere to go though.
Is that-
Do you know the website?
Oh, okay. You're looking at guildofwriters.org, aren't you? Because guildofwriters.org was done by somebody else, and you get there, and there's this,
There's
all it says is Guild.
3 forums and like 3 messages and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're saying.
See,
Yeah, the guildofwriters.com. It's guildofwriters.com. When you go there, there's a front page with a couple of, like you said, 3 messages. Well,
Right.
over on the left-hand side it says community forums or discussion forums. It's not very obvious where you get to actually talking to a person. Another link from there will take you to all of the tutorials on our wiki. You all know what a wiki is, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So that's another place you can go to kind of look and do searches for a particular thing. So, in fact, if you go to the wiki part of it and search for classroom, it'll take you right to this beginner's classroom.
Yeah, what's a wiki?
All right, so it's a collaborative environment where instead of having to edit HTML, you can just edit in line in the web page itself. So the great example of this is, of course, Wikipedia, and that's this vast online resource which I use all the time. And I've actually tried submitting some stuff to it, but it's also very heavily edited, and so that which you have to be understanding that you want to make sure that everything in there is accurate. But yeah, it's open for everybody to put in things, and sometimes the favorite thing people do, especially with students, is go to their professor's recommended wiki topic and put in all sorts of crazy words. Like they have a robot or a wiki bot that goes by and looks for such, discontinuities and takes out those words. Guild of Writers doesn't have that, so if you want to stick in, funny words, you go right ahead. You'll probably catch it a couple days later. But more importantly, if you find an inaccuracy in the tutorials, by all means, you can go in there and edit and actually say this. Or, more importantly, if it's something that's like too big of a step, like, okay, create this cube. Well, how do you do that? You can actually insert more steps to help other people. So we wanted to be a community effort where... Oh, this rule. This is done by Kira Winsong, and it's again incredibly detailed. It's I forgot the story. I think it's something about a princess, or no, a queen who is exiled to an island and has set up for herself this very rich environment. You can tell by the artwork on the walls, the detail of the floors, the books, just how much is in here. There's even over on the other side near the fireplace an embroidery station where you can see all the tools and what she's been working on. And if you ever make your way outside, there's so much vegetation on this island, it's incredible. And this is one of the many that she's created. Again, you can get this through the ULM tool by downloading it. And that's what I did before I came here. I just grabbed some of one of my favorites and put it on here. So that's another way you can get into this. Without even creating your own worlds, you can get this tool and with a backup copy of your Uru, start downloading and injecting these worlds and exploring it for yourself, just to see what other people have done. And yeah, it's just amazing. And you can see how excited Cyan is about the potential of this upcoming effort, the more, where folks are
go outside.
Oh yeah, yeah. Get outside, hang a right, and then
Other right. Your other right.
Yeah, stage right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and go around that curtain, and this time don't go up the stairs, go to the left of the stairs. You'll first walk through her kitchen/dining room. Again, incredibly detailed with dried flowers on the wall, and a whole china set over there, and pots and pans. Man. Oh yeah, and windows you can see through. Yeah, so there's sort of a glimpse of the outside world there. So, man, it's incredible.
Has anybody started managing to like incorporate puzzles and stuff into Ages, or is that?
We have done that. One of the earliest ones, I don't know if it's even around here or not, was where you're sort of piecing together pieces of a journal in order to find a place where you can go. Somebody had mentioned that I introduced a shell in Outer Pots, which is a puzzle shell, where the trick is to get to the top of this structure, and all you have is a bunch of colors and levers that you have to figure out what to do. So if you ever do want to download Outer Pots and give it a try, go over to shell 111 and see if you can get to the top.
It's a great puzzle.
Oh, thanks. That was kind of neat, setting it up with the. I worked with the Guild of Maintainers to work out the details of it. That's a good place to get. guildofmaintainers.com, I believe. You go to them and say, I got this age that I really want you guys to test out and let me know. Give me some feedback. Is it playable? Are there holes? And they'll gladly do it. In turn, you all could be, Guild of Maintainers as well. Just sign up and say, let me add. And they have a whole list of ages that you can visit and report anything that you find. And the developer of that age will kind of look at that list and go, okay, I need to make that check. So sound out some of the bugs. Even more recently, somebody had figured out an alternate solution, which I quickly had to stomp out and change. So there's only one solution, and so that was very helpful.
Can you pick up anything or move anything or any of these objects?
That's going to require a change to the underlying Voodoo engine. And so given that with more, all they're going to do is take MOUL and put it on new servers, that's not going to be in the foreseeable future. But that would be great. Just like with the offline games, how there's these limited things you can pick up, like the amulet and this for.
Thank you.
Now, physical objects like kickables.
Oh yeah, you can kick stuff around.
Can you flip switches or something like that?
Yeah, you could activate switches, that kind of thing. He was actually in the German hood, was pushing buttons to open doors, and you see him slide.
Yeah.
How does the scripting handle on that? Is it...
Well, it sort of varies. With things like kickable objects, all you have to do is put in, like, how I did put in the flags for making it solid? There's other flags you put in there for making it movable. And if it is movable, how heavy is it? How bouncy is it? So that you don't have to even get into the script. Oh, this is the case where, here's another wonderful world. It's a dam. You've got wonderful flowing water up above and wonderful flowing water down below, if you have the right graphics card. Right now, it'd be like,
So it has to be shader capable.
yeah. Well, if you put that in there, yeah. Some of the worlds do require your card to be shader capable. So.
Yeah, Clean Shader?
Yeah, this one actually supports, both Vertex and Pixel Shader version 3, yet it still doesn't show this stuff. So I'm not exactly sure what the capability is.
Now, I thought that the engine though was based around DirectX 8.
Oh, the engine itself?
Yeah, Complete Chronicles is 8.
Okay.
And then Live, I think, it has some 9 stuff.
They've upgraded it.
That they pulled back from other pages.
Okay.
Wikipedia.
Oh, okay. I haven't gone to this area yet. This was done by one of the plugin developers in order to test out some of his dynamic lighting and, of course, the wave sets. And
Boing, boing, boing.
all kind of bouncing, right?
I'll just walk. A little bit less.
The developers have recently discovered how to add in constructs such as elevators or things that move you along with it. Haven't had any
Hard for
ages.
Cyan.
What's that?
That was hard even for Cyan.
Yeah. getting all that, especially with Garrison, the whole complex thing about that movie.
And all
Well, but that's
all the
broken into so many little pieces anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, and so they've done lots of different tricks there.
I love the Lincoln point that links you in Gira. You would link in like this above the journey clock.
There's a little human standing on top of the journey clock on the wall in Garrison. You're standing this way, and then you just walk.
I went to one in I think it was next
By
one.
spawning around.
Yeah. Oh yeah, back in the days of the user Kai, right?
Yeah.
Actually, Drexel and I were trying to figure out where we could spawn to get to people to help them, and it's like, well, let's see what spawn point 875 does. Oh crap!
Did you ever say like spawn to Great Temple or something, or?
Yeah, we could.
And say things when
Yeah.
you're invisible.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh.
Cowart would poke at me when he was invisible. All of a sudden I'd hear, "Hi, Ellery, what did you get?" Yes.
Oh, Wolfie was, Wolfie's mean like that.
We did that. Figuera and I did that.
He's still somewhere
Butterflies.
Yep.
Let me ask you to know me. Talk to me.
Let's see. Any other questions?
Do you guys take requests?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, that is a good question. Is there a way to say, I've got this visual?
there are a lot of ideas out there.
Yeah.
They're all great. It's the problem is getting together the team.
I got one
Yeah.
We're
leg,
lucky to
sorry.
say, hey, I've got this idea, and somebody says, hey, I'm looking for something to work on. What might be better is we tried initially to compile a list of all the different people and their skills. Like, here's all the technical people, here's all the physics people, people.
Right.
What has yet to be done is like a team builder kind of tool that says, okay, I'm looking for making a complete team for the stage. And you go through there and you choose people and you send out invites, hey, you want to be on my team? That'd be the ideal. We haven't gotten it yet. Right now it has to be kind of manually sifting through there and going, oh, is this person available?
Are you still working on that with any Guild of Writers?
Other than signing yourself up, no. There hasn't
We
been
were kicking around like those.
He's like, where's my hat?
Yeah, it really needs somebody to sort of take control of that, make some kind of tool or something.
We under discussion.
Evidently, the main
Don't
haven't
let
been
me-
there yet.
I'm not, no.
Under the discussion about the Guild of Fine Artists, we were kicking around some of the ideas about like doing that for the 2D people as a resource that could be used for to work in conjunction with the other guilds for some of the user created.
So when do you get to make books that look different?
For the linking books, once you're in your own world, yeah, you can come up with whatever you like. Your own page texture.
I
It's
just
just easier.
noticed that they all have the same spines. Hard to tell them apart.
Oh, okay, down there, right. Yeah, that's on the to-do list as well. Different spines as well as different linking images.
Why did you have a picture in the book? Isn't it just like a JPEG or something?
Anyway, thanks a lot.
We saw the demo here.